Hello, everyone, and welcome to Standing Strong with Waylon Myers. I want to be real, honest, and inspiring as I'm here to encourage people that it's okay to talk about certain things to help lift them up and to know they are strong. I hope you enjoy this show as much as I love putting it together. Sit back and enjoy. This is Standing Strong with Waylon Myers.
As I'm strong and I know my life is very important. Block out the bullies, cause your life is important. Good Monday, you are, and welcome to another episode of Standing Strong with Waylon Myers. I am Waylon Myers, and I want to thank Tyler Peters for being my special guest host last week. He did an amazing job. And now, this week's guest is John the Podcast. And before we get into his interview, I just want to read an inspirational quote. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. All right, sit back and enjoy John's episode of Standing Strong. And now, let me introduce to you the next guest on Standing Strong with Waylon Myers, John the Podcast. Hello, John, and thank you so much for coming on Standing Strong with Waylon Myers. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me on, Waylon.
You are welcome. Can you share a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm first generation American on my dad's side of the family. My dad and grandmother were both born in Edinburgh, Scotland. And then, of course, I'm just a good old American mutt. I'm Scotch Italian on my dad's side and Polish Romanian on my mom's side. So just as our country says, we're a melting pot. So am I.
Would you be victim of bullying? If so, how did you overcome it? If not, what advice would you give on bullying?
I really wasn't for the most part. Maybe, once or twice, but I typically just ignored them unless they touched me. And then, I got physical as necessary. But if I'm from the age group, the last generation where, we grew up, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I never really cared what people said. Is like I said, as long as you don't touch me, you can say whatever you want. I'm going to walk away.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. What hardships did you experience in your life, and what were some ways you overcame them?
I lost a lot of my family members at a young age. My brother was killed on a motorcycle when I was only 19.
Wow.
That was tough. I pretty much just went fishing all the time to cope with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I lost both of my parents as well. They were only 50 years old each. So my whole immediate family is all passed on, and you just got to take it one day at a time, man. It doesn't get easier, but it gets easier to deal with, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And they will always be with you in Spelman. So
exactly. I can't take away my memories.
Nope, you cannot. Absolutely. How do you relieve or manage stress?
Relieve or manage stress? Geez. I wish I was better at it, but one good way to relieve stress is going to a shooting range, or like I've got room on my property where I could shoot here on the property, and
Yeah.
target shooting's a good stress reliever, or blasting some loud music is a good stress reliever. And then of course I got Donovan. You
Hmm.
kind of, as long as you're not freaking in the car with him, because he's a pain in the butt in the car, but just around the house, he's a good stress reliever for sure.
Yeah. Dogs. Yeah. Do you have a favorite inspirational quote that sticks to you to never give up?
Um, I don't have one on not giving up, but probably one of my favorite quotes is, and it kind of goes along the line with bullies and people that do things out of ignorance and jealousy.
Mhm.
It's hard to climb your own ladder if you're at the bottom of somebody else's trying to shake them off.
I love that. One of your favorite music artists that helps you unwind?
Um, Probably not one specific artist, but usually if I'm feeling down or something, if I listen to the oldies, either Motown or doo-wop, really kind of relaxes me and puts me in a good mood.
Yeah, yeah. Music does help a lot, especially when you are feeling down.
Yeah.
Yep. How have your experience affected your life long term, good or bad? Did those experiences change your goals or change the direction of your career?
Not really. Excuse me. I just, I was always taught from a young age, to be an entrepreneur. My grandfathers both had their own business, and so that's why I have my own business. And then I don't know, I'm kind of blanking right now.
Mhm. Yeah. One is your favorite movie that helps you relax every time you get a moment to yourself.
I As far as relaxing, I like the Hallmark Channel,
I
Hallmark
love
movies.
Hallmark. Yep.
They have all got, just for the most part, they're all upbeat and happy stories, and that's what I look for out of television and movies. I want to enjoy myself and get taken out of my reality. That's why I've stopped watching most television shows now, because they're all so wrapped up in the current events, which I'm not going to mention the current event I'm talking about, but everybody knows what I'm talking about. You try to watch these shows and they have everything going on wrong, and I just shut them off. I won't watch them.
Yeah.
If I watch television, it's to escape reality, not to not to dwell on it some more.
Uh-huh. So what is your favorite thing to do outside of your busy schedule?
Riding my motorcycle or hiking with Donovan.
Nice, nice, nice. So what brought you to YouTube?
I actually started posting a few videos on another channel back in 2009. Of course, had no idea that you could get paid from it. That like didn't even register to me back then. I don't think it did to most people back then. And then, coming on to 2 years ago now is when I got my Mavic Mini drone, and that's kind of what prompted me into YouTube. And then it kind of rolled into just putting basically my entire life on my YouTube channel. And they say that, being a random channel is not as good as being a channel that is niched down. But if I tried to just do one type of video or one thing, I know I'll get bored and just move on from it, because I've done so many different things, and whatever I'm into at that particular point in time, things change. Like, I haven't flown my drone in probably a year now,
Uh-huh.
because, according to the law, I'm not allowed to post any of my drone videos on my YouTube channel because I'm monetized. So if I don't have a Part 107 pilot's license, I can't post my drone videos. So it's like, because of that stupid, silly law, I need a pilot's license to fly my little toy drone that's, the size of my phone.
Wow.
It's ridiculous, but
It
it is
is.
what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been
What's
thinking
your,
about getting back out.
yeah, yeah. Hopefully you could do that sometime. What's your favorite time of the year?
I like fall and spring.
Mm-hmm.
The winter's too cold, and
Yeah.
you can prepare for it. You can bundle up with a lot of clothes and everything, but then, you're walking around like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. You lack mobility and dexterity to work and do things outside. And then in the summer, of course, it's just too dang hot.
Uh-huh.
And your only option, if you're outside in the summer, you can only take off so much clothes.
Yeah.
Naked is as far as you could go. It's still hot, and nobody wants to see me naked. So
Yeah. Yeah. Is there anything that you would like to discuss about before we wrap up this interview?
Oh, not really, man. I just, wanted to say that, anybody out there that's watching, just, don't worry about what other people might say or think about you. Just as long as you're doing good and you're happy, do that. And, don't compare yourself to other people. The only person that you need to be better than is the you were yesterday.
Yeah, true, true. Well, John, I thank you for being on this week's episode of Standing Strong with Waylon Myers. Remember to always be real, honest, and inspiring. Thank you so much, and I hope you have an awesome, awesome day.
Thanks for having me on, Waylon.
You are welcome. And until next week, everyone, thank you for watching this week's episode of Standing Strong with Waylon Myers. Bye, y'all. Bye, John. Thanks for coming on.
All right. Take it easy.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
You have just watched Standing Strong with Waylon Myers. Follow the show on social media on Twitter at SSW Waylon Myers, on Instagram Standing Strong with Waylon Myers, and on Facebook Standing Strong with Waylon Myers. Always be real, honest, and inspiring. Until next time, have a good one, y'all.